we are back again at the save state, which seems to be a big part of this game, so here we go. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm pretty curious. I don't know if this is loud music just because it's the title, or do I need to turn myself up? What's happening? Dun, dun. Here we are again. Next thing I knew, I was on the 2-lane road, heading toward Sloop 7. The scenery around me was flying past at incredible speed. There were no other cars on the road.
What?
Wasn't I at the airport just now? The pain all over my body had vanished. Soft warm sensation on my back returned. Mama was clinging to me. That was when I realized I was driving my great rear.
Huh?
My grabber.
What?
Shock and confusion were overwhelming. It felt like there was a thin layer of mist clouding my brain. Completely lost, I looked around to get a handle on my situation. Suddenly, I saw a pedestrian bridge ahead. Going to end. The street lights made it easy to read. It was familiar. I'd seen it before. Was that a dream? Was I feeling some kind of deja vu? If memory served, something bad was about to happen. A chill ran down my spine. I rushed to hit the brakes. A moment later, the system was hijacked just like I remember.
It's the same.
The mist around my mind vanished in an instant. I almost lost control, but I just managed to race in time. It was hard to stay balanced, but I slid sideways and brought us to a full stop. There. We weren't moving anymore. This was the Koshikaido intersection. The Shinjuku route was above us, and ahead was Loop 7, completely empty.
Hold on.
Sorry, but...
If my hunch, no, my memory, was right, then there were armored military cars around here, hidden by active camo. She said to look, but I clicked too fast and said, voice actor, no. Oops. And there they were. Noticing that we'd stopped, the armored cars showed themselves. The cars that were trailing us had also caught up, quickly setting up a blockade around the intersection.
They got us surrounded.
Kind of makes me wonder, is this the very first scene replaying itself? Who knows? Let's find out. Still, this was better than crashing and sliding across the asphalt. I told Momo to climb off the grabber, then did the same myself. I didn't know what this deja vu was all about. I didn't even know if it was deja vu. The memories felt pretty damn real to me. It was more like I was re-experiencing something I'd already been through. Did that weird app do this? I couldn't tell. All I could do is act according to my memories. Another armored car appeared from along. From a distance. This one stopped right in front of us.
That's right. Stand by at high altitude. Don't come down. We don't know what they're up to. Yes, disregard what Uruno says.
The tatted baldy builder relayed some orders over a transceiver. Then he looked right at me.
Yo!
I strained my ears and heard a chopper in the distance. I focused and thought hard about the best way to get out of this. And I soon had my answer.
You stop by yourself. Smart move.
Oh my god, the lip physics goes crazy. What I had to do was...
Don't put up a front. I know you're relieved. Am I right?
provoke him and keep the conversation going.
Getting your ass handed to you by a little punk like me must have done a number on your pride as a soldier. Sorry, but I'm no script kiddie.
Yeah, this is absolutely the very exact same conversation as the first one.
Hand her over.
She's not your property.
I said, hand her
And the
over.
lip physics is still going crazy.
How about you offer something in return, hmm? Sweeten the deal and, I might say yes.
Oh, this makes a little more sense as to why he says it like that. Just because he had barely met Momo. Uh-oh. Sorry, I just completely neglected to say any of that. Let's see if I can still... Oh, I can. Cool. A gunshot. The guy had gone and shot my Creeper's real with his handgun. Shit, that was no way to treat a man's ride. And he got where the superconducting motor was. Graper wasn't roadworthy without it. I couldn't let him see I was panicking, though. I went and glared right at him instead.
You jackass. The army better pay you enough to cover the repair bill.
You don't seem to understand your situation. You have two options. Spend your life in jail or die here. We'll write it off as an accident. Pick one.
Quite shady for somebody military-y or government-y.
I don't vibe with either.
Your future is in my hands.
Really? In those huge transhuman paws you got there?
Give me your answer.
The eye physics also goes crazy, I guess.
Don't underestimate me.
Hmm?
Listen up. In exactly 51 seconds, that transceiver
Oh,
you got
that's why
hanging
you
there
know.
is gonna go off.
Yeah. Grammar.
What?
This was a gamble. If it worked out, I'd be a goddamn prophet.
You're gonna get an order to retreat, and your captain's authority won't mean shit, because
Wow.
that order's coming straight from the government.
Wow. He remembered all that, dude. He's got a level head for having trouble.
Oh,
like
you're all
that.
shook up. I'll take Momo and run. You'll come chasing after us, of course.
Granted, this is the 2030s. Maybe everybody's just always jaded.
But you won't get far, because a passing car is gonna knock you flat on the road. That's the future I want.
What kind of shit is that? Retreat order in 51 seconds? A car hitting me?
Oh my god, I did it again. I'm sorry. You cracked me up. I'll give you that. But that's enough. Yeah. It actually went off. I was surprised myself, but I didn't show it.
That's 51 seconds. Answer it, army guy.
This is Rhino Leader.
I learned yesterday the white rhino is now extinct. Rest in peace, just by the way.
Captain, we were ordered to retreat.
Not that I really had like any kind of stake in the white rhino population, nonetheless. Rest in peace.
What?
Our politicians higher up the food chain chickened out. Seems they favor the status quo.
But the target's right here.
You're the ones who turned the chase into a shit show. It's your own fault, losers. Alright then. Peace.
Hold it!
My e-girl's the best. You're a Quebo, lol. Okay. Chasing sounds.
You can't escape! Shit!
But did it censor his butt, or does he just have like a giant Vanessa Black's like beam just across his ass? Oh, he does. He just has like a box. You can tell. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember if he reacted like that the first time. The old dude was surprised to call the players, so I ignored him.
Hit the gas!
Shadow doesn't slip through the passages. There you go, let's talk about donuts
It actually
again.
happened, huh?
It was so well. It actually felt kind of good.
How'd you know my name, kid?
I didn't see that later.
No. An armored car is gonna come after us. Blind him with that weird rocket of yours.
Sorry, I did it again.
It's right
Not
under
that
your
sorry,
feet,
though.
yeah? Barry, whatever? The thing that shoots fireworks.
Huh? How do you know that? Telepathy? Sympathy? Villainy?
I'll play some other.
All right. Look, I know you're a virtuoso.
Okay, he's just saying the same words, dude.
Yeah, I'm a virtuoso.
Like, what if they were like on the level like right above or after him or whatever, you know, and they were just like, oh yeah, we know everything about you too.
So I can count on you, right?
You really know what a lady likes.
What?
You're nothing like us.
What's clearly happy? She quickly took her mini rocket launcher and sucked herself out of the sunroof.
Are we really doing this?
It's fine, just shoot.
Roger, Dodger, yes, 3.
What, it was like airy berry?
Fire!
It's not very fireworky. There it is. Grab the form active, blew up the trigger, and explosion of colorful fireworks.
Shoo! Boom! Blast the powder cake!
Not by surprise, the armored car lost balance inside. There weren't any other cars chasing us, and I couldn't hear the chopper anymore either. We were probably still under surveillance from a military side. They'd been ordered to retreat, so I guess it was safe to assume they'd given up the pursuit, right?
We did it.
I looked back at Momo, who seemed like she was in a hell of a daze. She was kind of spacing out. She was here with me. That felt like a miracle in itself.
Hey, you!
Boss grabbed me by the chest, his other hand still on the steering wheel.
How'd you know our names? Why were they after you? Who the hell are you?
How should I put it? I'm sorry. Not gonna lie, I don't know what the hell's going on myself.
It's not him, it's me!
That is not a very clear statement.
Polon put himself in danger just to help me.
Okay, that is, though. Whoops daisy. How come sometimes I can look at the backlog and sometimes I can't? Hello? It's giving me the little beep beep. I guess you probably have to see pick the character model or like it's a cutscene, right? Which is kind of weird. This is barely a cutscene. It's just stuff in the background. The potential for face movements. I don't know. I'll seem to know who's after her. But in any case, one thing is plain as day. I haven't lost them for good. I have escaped them for now, but I'd be a fool to think this was all over. What we could do is get rid of them. Rather, what could we do to get rid of them once and for all? Is police protection even an option here? Or would we have to leave Tokyo altogether?
What's your name?
Polon Takaoka.
A woman with an umbrella was standing right in front of us. Main character number something. Oz quickly turned the wheel. it didn't feel like we hit anyone. We had no knowing whether she'd dodge us either, since the car was throwing us left and right. Oz did what he could to right our balance. But right in front of us was a steel plate wall used in construction sites. Beyond it was a crater, a reconstruction zone, and an off-limits area.
We're going in!
Braced for impact. Beyond the wall are a load of construction vehicles, as well as cars that probably belonged to the people working here. Further ahead was the edge of the crater, one of the scars left on the city after the events of the sad morning.
Who was that woman?
Didn't give a tick for the sad morning. Interesting.
Dude, stop the car! That's the edge of the crater right there!
Suddenly, there was a shocking side-on impact. A parked car had suddenly stirred to life and rammed into us. It's like it was being controlled by something. Was this remote control? It wasn't just one car either, a bunch of others joined in on the thrash. They're smashing into us with crazies.
Fuck!
One after the other.
God damn it!
Oz hit the brakes and somehow stopped the car from falling into the crater.
You all okay?
Was that the army too?
Before I got against the man car suddenly speeding towards us from behind.
Shit! Hop out!
Oz grabbed Nono and leapt out of the car.
Momo!
I mean, see, now I can even look at the backlog. See, I don't know if it's a new one. No, but you know how it goes. So yeah,
Hold
I'm gonna try to take her hand and get out. But before I can do that, I felt the shock of an intense impact. The car tilted hard and suddenly we were in midair. Momo and I were flung out through the open door. All. Okay. The umbrella-wielding woman looked down with great disinterest, as though whatever had happened below was barely worth her attention. She was on the roof of a 52-story building. Her gaze was, at this moment, fixed upon something far in the distance. It was as if she was staring directly at the edge of the faraway crater, precisely where the car had just crashed. Oh, my first achievement. That was chapter 1. Okay, sure. I can also say I wasn't expecting a chapter and a map. So good. I'm so glad that I turned that down for the audience, theoretically. I'm so sorry if my mixing skills are trash. But for real though, I'm sure this is a great song.
in this universe, crossing the veil of night, beyond the speed of light. Temperature science become supernatural. And in the blink of an eye, you and I cast adrift in this quiet expanse.
I'm starting to recognize those people.
Terrified and alone, far from home. And as our bodies dissolve into dust, our life's purpose is over and done. Now country's party
Dude, they just pulled the Cicada 301 thing.
toward tomorrow's universe. Hear the solid dance, the spin, setting the speed that we met a reference.
I'm not really worried about how it's going to end at this point.
Beyond the wish forever, we seek an intervention.
I'm more worried about why I'm interested in it continuing. Yeah.
Game over.
Pretty sure this is the first one in English, though, right? Okay, I feel like usually it's a Japanese language situation.
The fact that you've arrived here,
Oh, here we go.
rather to this save point
Oh,
at
it's
this
the-
moment in your life, is nothing short of a
Wait,
miracle.
did Okabe
Excites me to no end.
did Okabe say his little bit at the
Countless
fitting
atoms,
in his
aimlessly
in his game?
drifting
Oh.
about the universe, have, against all odds, come together to give you form. And considering everything that happened between the origin of all things and your birth, this meeting itself is a miracle. That being said, this series of miracles started casting a shadow of doubt on our minds. And at this very moment, it's become a conviction. Step through the stage's curtain. Rip off the mask of the wizard who pulls the strings. Close the loop. Hack into God.
The first ever computer was built during World War II.
Oh, well, we're guessing it's the little. Yep, that is the little kid in the first situation.
Predicting ballistic trajectories required myriad calculations. So it was created to process them as quickly and accurately as possible. You might even say that computers started out as devices for simulating events. In the early 21st century, Japan created a supercomputer simply named Earth Simulator. Explaining and predicting environmental changes on a global scale required far more processing power than ballistics calculations did. As such, it boasted some of the most advanced technologies available at that time. The completed supercomputer broke records and received praise from around the globe. However, the original Earth simulator's predictions were limited to only the Earth's atmosphere and sea currents. So what, might I ask, would happen if someone were to create an Earth simulator capable of predicting every event? All laws of physics. All natural phenomena. All activities exhibited by organisms. And all of humanity, along with the societies and cultures they've built. If we could simulate any and every event on Earth, what would you make of the result?
The result would be reality itself. The consummation of our objective. The ultimate Earth simulator.
Then allow me to introduce to you the completed Gaia.
Okay.
Atmosphere, sea currents, all laws of physics, all natural phenomena, all activities exhibited by organisms, and all of humanity, along with the societies and cultures they've built. It replicates every event. Every single one of them.
What is this? What is this?
A simulation of this room at this very instant. It isn't from the security cam, mind you. It can simulate any event at a given time and space. This is from shortly before your arrival.
He's a problem child, but considering all the profit we can expect, it's worth coddling him a bit.
I'd like to check the simulation's accuracy if you don't mind. Was this what you said earlier, word for word?
Sweat dripping.
I apologize for being a problem child. Please know.
Uh-oh.
Thanks to your patience and coddling, Gaia has finally come to completion today.
Clack.
Please refrain from invading our privacy. I'm awkward at smiling.
Okay.
Amazing. Its individual human simulation is simply flawless.
This is at least 3 generations ahead of the other countries.
What do you think, sir?
This is far beyond my expectations.
Now here is something even more interesting.
The smoking gun.
What did you...
Please remain calm. He was a spy from another country.
Uh-oh, here we go. Is he gonna bring him back to life, or what? What's the deal?
So outdated in this modern age. Would you mind changing the security team right away? To a team that's actually competent, please?
Whoa. Thought he was gonna bring him back to life because he's a good kid.
Anyway, if you could look at the screen. The spy over there is still alive.
No!
In the simulation, I exposed the spy, driving him to take a hostage in an attempt to escape. As you can see in the simulation, both died.
The simulation's outcome differs from the actual event, but why?
Because I influenced the future. You and the spy got into a scuffle, and... unfortunately, you were killed. The spy was subdued, but he bit off his tongue and died. By shooting the spy before that happened, we were able to save a precious life.
Ooh, good kid after all. Question
Good
mark.
thing you didn't get stabbed to death.
Hope so.
Oh,
I believe you understand now. This is no baseless guesswork. Any event can be observed without a flaw. And the results can be used to influence the events in reality.
Okay, but what about that bear you were holding on to, though?
Thus, we can learn about our future and change it. Imagine, if you would, the benefits of such power.
This
Oh my god, what's up with this guy's teeth?
is incredible.
Oh my god, go to a dentist.
Our project is finally complete.
Congratulations, sir!
congratulations!
Okay, what?
Imbeciles.
Yeah, that's...
Our project? They really don't get it.
Uh-oh.
Gaia is mine.
Okay.
A whole year already, huh?
We'll be arriving soon.
Gotcha.
A whole year. A whole year already, huh? I feel like that was super out of context. Though surrounded in every direction by shining buildings, not even the Shinjuku crater was immune to the dark of night. With the reconstruction focused on the outer edges, the deeper parts of the crater were saturated with silence and darkness. Oz, Tenjin Ozutani, was standing on a construction platform sticking out from the ground and looking down into the dark. There, he saw his beloved car, now little more than a pile of scrap.
Oz, you're way too down like a sad old clown. If it's broken, you just gotta fix it.
The girl beside him, Nanaka Hosho, tried to console Oz, but her words only upset him further.
Do you have any idea how much it'd cost to restore her in this day and age?
It's your own fault for driving old cars.
They heard footsteps nearby, and were soon joined by a man.
Oz, no.
Yo.
Kaoru! Oz's car is all beat up. Buy him a new one.
I see. Looks like you've been through the ringer.
Kaoru Samazu, chief of TMPD Cybersecurity Division's Cyber Countermeasures Office, stood next to Oz and looking down.
Like I told you, I got rammed by a bunch of unmanned cars.
It was probably a canvas hack, and the perpetrator must have been quite skilled to have controlled so many cars at once.
Behind him were the battered vehicles of the construction workers.
Was the Special Forces group behind this too?
No, this ain't how Narashino does things.
I imagine it was the woman you almost ran over. I'll have to take the drive recorder.
Do whatever you like.
Oz shrugged and changed the subject.
So, what did you learn about the pair they were chasing?
Kaoru turned on a TMPD-issued tablet, displayed a certain person's profile.
The boy is in TMPD's database.
So he's been arrested, huh?
No. About half a year ago, he got enrolled in one of our delinquent mentorships after participating in illegal graper races.
Gotta go fast. Kaoru shared the info with Oz's device.
What about the girl?
Hardly know her.
There's nothing on her.
Was she the one they were after?
Might have been the both of them. Are they down there?
Yeah.
We'll take them into custody immediately.
You gonna search for them yourself?
I called some subordinates.
A police car pulled up with perfect timing, its sirens muted.
We're here, Chief.
Oh golly, I was not expecting Bambi. 3 oddly dressed women were inside.
Those are your subordinates?
They're officers of TMPD's Cybersecurity Division CCO, and idols too.
Oh, and also idols. Plot twist.
Huh.
Who are we supposed to look for?
Kaoru shared with me. Same info he shared with the idols.
The boy is Polan Takaoka, 16 years old. The girl is currently unidentified. Takaoka is a suspect in several counts of traffic light and power supply system cracking incidents, as well as speeding. The two are currently somewhere in the Shinjuku crater.
How do we get an arrest warrant?
You aren't to arrest them, simply take them into custody. Refrain from using violent measures.
Understood. I don't like the dark. Stop being a scaredy cat and let's go.
I feel weird knowing their names before I know, like, somebody has called them by that.
Kurashina, I feel as if I'm forever saying this, but always remember to wear your cute smile.
What?
Yes, you're right. Idols make smiles.
And smiles make idols.
Her exchange with Kaoru, you gotta be correct, her posture and gave us a loot. Okay.
We'll be going then.
The hell was that about cute smiles?
Same.
The mission of all idols is a simple one. To share their smiles with fans, and in turn, make those fans smile too.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Hey! Those police cars on their shoulders are kinda cool!
I got a little distracted and pressed the button real fast. Makes me want to... Oh, I'm guessing if it's got the gray little, you know, beep beep, then I can't look at the backlog, but if it's a blue, I can. I kind of felt like I was just going to say something and I pressed the button too fast, but I don't know. Those police cars on their shoulders are kind of...
They are, aren't they? I'll bring you some merchandise next time.
Oh, Kaoru! You always know just what to say.
It's been almost 2 years since Sad Morning, huh?
I sometimes feel as though the world has already forgotten all about it. Life is going on as if it never happened. Am I overthinking it?
Maybe it's because the sites are fenced off and out of sight. But it's not like the stink's gone. Everyone's just putting a tarp over the mess and pretending it's clean. You gotta get a little numb to it if you want to stay sane.
So, in a way, this behavior is very human?
Exactly. Behavior like this proves we have souls at all, man.
Took us a while, but we found a place illuminated by moonlight. It looked like a large shaft made to transport materials, and it seemed to connect to the surface. There were no ladders or steps, though, so it was difficult for us to get out through it. Still, the moonlight alone was soothing enough. I wanted to sit right down and bask in it for a while. We'd been walking through dark subway tunnels and maintenance passageways for almost half an hour. Back then, the moment we were flung out of Oz's car, honestly thought we were going to die. We probably would have if we hadn't landed on a pile of soft stuff. That smooth landing probably saved our lives. Wow, indiscriminate soft stuff, huh? Wonder what it was. After that, we ran into the crater, thinking our pursuers might still have been after us. The Shinjuku crater restoration was centered around where Shinjuku Station used to be. In other words, the rest of the crater was being ignored for now. That's why there was nobody else around, making it the perfect place to hide. Momo was constantly looking behind her, like something was following us. She'd been on the run for a while, so I guess she was exhausted.
Let's take a breather.
We needed a moment to cool off and figure out what we were dealing with.
Oh, I got a signal.
Hold on. Are you safe?
Nakano Ward traffic restrictions lifted.
Hey, bro. I'm all good.
I see. God, at least text me or something.
I couldn't. I had no reception until literally just now.
Speaking of which... Yeah, because of the blue light, the backlog is available. Maybe that's how that works in this universe, in this timeline, in this world.
And here I was thinking the army had hauled you off.
Come on, have I ever failed ya?
Yeah, plenty of times. Where are you now?
In the Shinjuku crater.
I told him what happened after we were flung from Oz's car.
So that's what happened. Speaking of this Oz guy, he just left a comment on the Nakano Symphony's commissions page a moment ago.
I'd been doxxed already? Also, not a tip. Wow. That Oz guy sure was impressive.
He says he wants us to contact him for an info exchange. Who is he?
Dunno, but save that for later. First, I gotta get the army off our backs. Momo's not safe here.
The armies.
Momo let out a sudden yelp right as she sat down on a concrete block.
I'm sorry. It was colder than I thought.
She rubbed her butt as she spoke, trying to warm it. It was the end of November, and we were 20 meters underground. Stood to reason the concrete was cold.
Please don't mind me. I'm comfortable in this outfit.
It sure looked warm, but it didn't cover her legs.
Okay.
I looked around for something I could use. There's a big drum and a load of packaging styrofoam. Yeah, that'd do.
Aye, Cross. Keep going.
According to the news, the armies retreated.
Shouldn't relax, though, huh?
The best place to shelter Momo would be...
And we'll head back to Symphony. Help us out, bro.
It didn't look like much, but our Symphony hideout had pretty good security. I mean, it probably wouldn't hold up against the army, but it's better than being here in a goddamn crater. Plus, I couldn't think of anywhere else.
I saw a 4chan post saying the cops are gathered at the perimeter of the Shinjuku crater.
Maybe they're investigating the scene?
Probably.
You should wait until they leave.
I took the drum and filled it with styrofoam, plus a bunch of other flammable-looking stuff.
How long do you think they'll be around?
I guess an hour, tops.
And that'd be when we would make our escape. Most likely.
Oh, and can you ask Dub to pick up my graper? It's right here.
It's inoperable? Activating self-diagnosis mode.
After filling the drum with flammable material, I reached into my pouch and took out my multi-tool pocket knife. I infiltrated all kinds of places on my Nakano Symphony's jobs, so it made sense to keep it at hand. It even had a lighter on it, useful little guy.
The motor's damaged. You sure overdid it, huh?
It wasn't me. Those bastards put bullet holes through the rear wheel.
They fired at you?
Yeah!
I set the styrofoam on fire as I spoke to Cross. Black smoke billowed out, but it wasn't all that harmful.
Wow.
Momo walked up closer and clapped. The fire grew quickly.
Is your GF some sort of VIP?
We're not like that!
Leave the graper to me. You keep your girl safe.
She's not my girl. Jeez.
So warm.
It's not much, though, and it won't last long.
It's not like wood. It's got a little bit of fume to it, I guess. Still better than me. Emma watched the fire with a vacant expression. I can only hope her nerves had settled a little.
You're really good at building a fire.
It's a skill I picked up when Sad Morning struck. It was the middle of winter. You know what that means? Without fire, you die. So, I had no choice but to learn how to do it.
Sad morning.
Momo's face suddenly turned gloomy as she looked up through the shaft at the sky.
Countless people fell victim to it.
This your first time in a crater?
Yes.
I'm guessing Sad Morning was like a bunch of meteorites. I don't know. They were all exclusion zones, but I'd been to the Takayama crater before on some hacker business.
I hadn't seen one either, until I went to Ochanomizu this morning and saw the crater there. I was shocked to think that it left scars so vast and deep the world over, with each of them claiming so many lives.
Momo embraced herself and shuddered.
Nobody was ready for it. Nobody saw it coming. People thought nothing of it, like it was someone else's concern. Me included.
There had been a warning that the year 2036 problem would be way worse than Y2K. And because of that, experts all over the world did whatever they could to prevent it. I'd heard about that even as a child. Back then, it seemed like most people didn't even know what overflow errors might trigger. But all the adults assured everyone they were prepared for it. That was why it was such a shock when something actually happened.
There were 6 SA-4Ds that fired at Tokyo. Their targets were...
technically kind of like meteorites, except from the atmosphere instead of outer space.
Akasaka, Ochanomizu, Shinbashi, Azabu, Daikanyama, and Shinjuku.
But it wasn't just in Japan, I guess. Oh wow, time out. Wow, that's crazy. Millions dead. Rest in peace. They were hit by almost the same, or at almost the same time.
You know, I could have been dead too.
Yeah.
What?
It turned out there were other cities that were potential targets.
But one of the satellites that was set to strike, SA-4D 0144, happened to stop malfunctioning right before it fired. It wasn't clear which area would have been hit, but for all we knew, it could have been Nakano, which is where I was.
Tons of people died that day, and even if you survived, you most likely lost a family member or someone close to you.
Did you lose someone too?
Yeah. My dad died in Shinbashi.
I'm sorry.
Huh? Why? You don't have to be sorry.
I tilted my head. She looked at me, and I saw desperation in her eyes.
No, I'm sorry.
She really was a weirdo.
Anyways, no one had the power to stop what happened that day. Not the politicians with all their influence on the world stage. Not the spiritual leaders with their millions of believers. Not the experts. Not the engineers. Not even the hackers with mad skills, praised by others as wizards.
Wow, I didn't even spell skills with a Z.
Hackers are wizards. We can make anything happen.
I suddenly remembered the saying my dad always came out with. Wizards, huh? My dad was a hacker. He worked officially as an engineer, but we had a side gig doing jobs as a white hat. Companies paid him to test security. I got my programming skills from him. He taught me when I was young. He wasn't too passionate about teaching me, though, so my skills were basically third rate. He was a real workaholic, too. He cared so much about his work that he had no room in his life for me, or family in general. That's why my mother got fed up with him and left. I hadn't heard from her at all. I had no idea where she was or what she was doing. That's how I was growing up. That's how I went. That's why I grew to hate him, and we pretty much stopped talking. Then that morning went down. Each of the SA-40 attacks hit at different times, depending on the place. The year 2036 problem led to them malfunctioning at the same time, but the attacks weren't simultaneous. The first payload target was Europe. Japan was slightly behind them, only by a few minutes or so. Still, I had enough time to find out about the SA-4D malfunctions in Europe and contact my dad.
Dad, where are you? You heard what's happening in Europe right now?
Don't disturb me. I'm working.
Just those cold words, and then he ended the call.
My dad... Hackers couldn't do shit.
It didn't matter whether they were script kiddies or the cream of the crop. None of them could do anything. I was a hacker too, but I only did it to make a living. I didn't actually like it. I wasn't like my dad. I wanted to be somebody who helped people in ways hackers couldn't.
Hey, Momo. If you need help, I'm right here. You can count on me.
I didn't care if I was being intrusive or nosy or whatever. If I couldn't help her, I'd be just the same as those hackers. Same as my dad. But Momo wasn't exactly overjoyed. She didn't even nod. She just sat there with a troubled look on her face.
That's the end of the report.
Once Graham Kingsley finished explaining where the operation had failed, the stage was set for the others in attendance to speak up. The Minister of Defense bore the brunt of the criticism.
Were you not supposed to settle this peacefully? How did things escalate this far?
The restoration works may have familiarized the citizens with military activity, but this is ridiculous!
Do you think media silence comes cheap? And after all that, you still failed.
I heard you even overrode traffic lights and civilian vehicles! When did I ever allow cracking in public?
Those were not the actions of our army operators. Do not misattribute it.
It doesn't matter who did it. It's still a stick for the opposition to beat us with. And we're already under fire from the public as it is.
Would it make sense to blame the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for having given in to their demands so thoughtlessly? Demands that bypass proper diplomatic routes ought to be rejected immediately.
Oh, yeah.
What would you say?
Yeah, this is one of those situations I couldn't look at the backlog if I wanted to. If you want to write it down, you know how it is. Advance that bypass proper diplomatic routes ought to be rejected immediately. What would you say to that?
Do you honestly think Japan has the power to refuse? The last 50 years have mutilated this country. The divide between the government and its people is so vast, we'd need more than a few decades to fix it. Even after we formed the JUSDF, it was simply dismantled and incorporated into the U.S. Army. That's exactly the sort of thing that's left this country weaker than ever.
We are not here today to discuss such things.
Besides, this was all approved by the Prime Minister anyway.
Wow, she's not in frame.
I'll thank you not to drag him into this. We must act as if this were something we decided on our own.
We never demanded the mobilization of the army.
What were we supposed to do exactly? We were to secure a girl we knew nothing about while refraining from investigating her altogether. It was simply absurd.
Such things are beyond our control. We are not at fault.
And even if we did use the army, what alternative did we have?
They were the only ones we could mobilize quickly and discreetly. I'm certain I informed you of this. Any other units would have necessitated half a year's worth of paperwork.
Even so, using live ammunition was a bridge too far.
The army does things its own way.
We've received a complaint from the Vatican regarding the failure of the operation.
Oh, yeah, it was the Vatican. I forgot. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember where that came up.
So, do they want to strangle the one responsible?
The failure rests on my shoulders. I'm prepared to accept any punishment I deserve. I ask only that my subordinates be spared.
No response came. No one present at the official authority had. No one present had the official authority to impose punishments on Graham. This meeting itself was unofficial and would remain off record. The awkward silence continued until the Imlet representative.
We should have used Gaia.
That's a good point. Capturing the girl would have been simple using Gaia's predictions, wouldn't it?
Or perhaps you did use them and failed anyway. Is Gaia some hunk of scrap incapable of finding a single girl? I very much doubt it.
Indeed. Gaia exists to bring an end to this era in which the Vatican has power over us. Speaking of which, why isn't Soga here? I'm quite certain we called him.
That was Owen Okuda, who is standing next to Graham, opening his mouth for the first time since entering the room.
Gaia has been inactive for the last 2 days due to the scheduled maintenance of the quantum computer unit. The head researcher is currently in charge of this operation and thus cannot leave Gaia's side.
I'm guessing that's the little bow tie dude.
There is also the possibility that forcing Gaia to operate while under maintenance would have caused further issues. Issues that would have taken even more time to address. The head researcher refused to gamble your Gaia on this mystery girl. However, he did rendezvous with the unit as ordered while the operation was still ongoing. If you wish to complain regardless, please share your complaints with me, and I will relay them to him.
We did as the Vatican told us. That alone is enough. The results do not matter.
This time his house is broken by the Minister of Defense, the LLM seated in a position directly facing Graham and Owen.
Our work here is done.
With those words, everyone in the room was free from the troublesome matter, and the mood in the room became lighter. The Minister of Defense glared at Graham and Owen.
Resume your original mission. You will not be punished for this. Dispose of the documents you were provided, as well as all data you gathered during the operation. And tell Soga to do the same. Am I clear, Major?
Yes, sir.
So I knew exactly what was gonna happen, since it was my second time through.
Oh, he's telling her about the... whatever. I'm in a video game, he says. After passing the pedestrian bridge with the graffiti, my grapefruit was hacked, and we were thrown off of it. Then that tatted baldy builder beat the shit out of me. Next, the chopper carrying the boy with the bow tie took Momo away. After that, I saw a screen on my BMI that I'd never before, and when I selected it, the world reset. I already knew that the army would be made to retreat, and I knew an Oz would drive by too, and everything went exactly as I remembered. Of being flung off the Graper or of being taken away by the chopper. None of that stuff has happened to this moment.
Hold on. What could have triggered such a phenomenon is beyond me. But I do believe it's possible.
Why is that?
I myself had a similar experience earlier.
Seriously?
Although in my case, it was more like... how should I put it? I suddenly saw it. I guess you could call it a vision.
Are you talking about what happened at the park?
Oh yeah, she did.
Is this? Why am I... No. This isn't good. We need to run if we stay here any longer.
Momo was speaking like she sensed danger back there before the army actually showed up.
I saw the two of us surrounded by the soldiers. And one of them punching you in the stomach, knocking you to the ground.
All of that? In a split second?
Yes.
And saw that exactly what happened. Toyota Osaka lift train set to open in 2039. Okay. And that was exactly what happened. It was different from what happened to me, though. That was for sure.
Some sort of precognition. Has anything like that happened to you before?
Yes, a long time ago.
But I saw many visions just today. My bad, my bad. Stole her voice. Whoops.
Do you remember how I said your face flashed in my mind before I met you? That was one of them. One may consider this as a miracle.
What about all that stuff she was talking about, like the Midsummer Night's Dream or whatever? I honestly just really fixated on the Midsummer word, apparently. Miracle? Was she the type to seriously believe in them? Was I supposed to play along, or... Saying nothing else, Momo fell silent, her face troubled. I had no idea what she was thinking, so I didn't know what to say. I figured maybe I should shut up too. I still had to make sense of what happened to me. So, the thing I needed to figure out was that weird screen I saw before the world reset. Was it a BMI app? If it was, I couldn't remember installing it. Brain-machine interface. Thinking about it, I'd actually seen that screen before in video games.
Yeah, it's where you manage your save data.
Oh gosh,
whoa,
again.
There it is!
Yes?
Oh, it's nothing.
The same window. Yeah, the window appeared over my brain machine interface. Did it react to my voice? If this was a save screen, were all of these things saved data? This one didn't have a date though. Was it corrupted or something? It seemed kind of dangerous, so I decided not to touch it. Oh. Yeah, this really was a save screen. My guess was right. There had to be a load screen too then. And that was the one I'd seen at the airport. How was I supposed to activate it? I seemed to react to my voice last time. How could I bring it up in my head without saying anything? Right. Load screen, come out. Come out! Come on! Hey! Hello? No good? Do something. Did I actually need to say it? I wasn't getting any kind of response. Show thyself, load screen. Hey, load screen! Activate load screen! Please show the load screen, pretty please. Load screen, come out. Come out! Okay, I think this is where I'm supposed to do the thing, so yeah, here you go, I guess. My bad. Sorry it took me so long. My bad. Do you want to save data? No. No. Oh. Oh. Oh, it says the words in the chapter. Scene text. This is the load screen. I don't know why he's not just saying something in the interface. Whatever. Come on. Hey. Oh, no good. Do something. Did I actually need to say it? I wasn't getting any kind of response. Oh my god, I just did it. Maybe it's the autosave load button. I kind of feel like I'm being gaslit, to be honest. Like if I do this, is it just gonna take me immediately? Oh my god. Okay, I've never been on the screen, so I don't know what's happening. Okay. Okay. has autosave data, but kind of like Robotics Notes, where it just like saves every day, except it's, you know, not a day situation. I don't know. This place is crazy. Well, let's just say if I'm supposed to be a part of the story in this sense, then I did my bit. Although it is repeating itself, so now what? Okay, load screen, activating load screen. Please show the load screen, pretty please. Load screen, come out, come on. Hey, maybe if I... No, that ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. That's auto. That's not helping. Backlog. Wow, that's hella interesting, I guess. Alright, I'm trying to get the tips to pull up or whatever. Blah blah blah. What's the word I'm looking for? Do something. Did I actually say it? Yeah, you get it. Oh, bro. Oh, my guess here is that this is one of those situations where...
Whoa!
Oh, did I do it? There was. How did this work? Was it deciphering my brainwaves? Yeah, might have a function like that. I pressed the backspace button and then it just started working. I thought I pressed the load. I'm confusion. This game's gaslighting me big time. Was it deciphering my brainwaves? Did BMI have a function like that? If I loaded this data, would I go back in time like before?
Yeah, right.
I felt stupid taking this shit seriously. I had to chill. Kind of feel like I should save and end it right there. I feel like that's a huge part of the game. But what do I know? Time is a one-way street. It can't be turned back. And even if it could, that sure as hell wasn't something a BMI app could pull off. And again, I could clearly remember going back in time. That was something that actually happened, no doubt about it. And I was the only one aware it had happened. Why was it just me? If time really did move backward, then my own consciousness and memories should have been reset too. I was aware. The whole time, though, and I remembered everything. The impact I felt when my Greyberg crashed and hit the road, the wind blast from the chopper taking off, my powerlessness at the airport. I vividly remembered every detail. It couldn't have been some illusion. What was it then? Was I actually just seeing some VR shit right now? Did I dive into VR mode without even realizing? That would explain why I'd seen the same thing twice. Kinda crazy, I didn't even notice my cursor there. That would explain why I'd seen the same thing twice and said the same thing twice, I guess. When did it happen, though? How long had I been in VR? Since Momo appeared? Since yesterday's party at Symphony? Party? There were like... There's Holon and Cross and Wind and Wind's AI girlfriend, I can't remember the name of. Recent VR was so photorealistic that it was indistinguishable from reality. When the hell did I dive, though? Plus, there's no way someone could have forced me into VR mode while I was sleeping. To prevent all kinds of accidents, modern VR systems were designed not to allow non-permitted dives. Of course, hackers could mess with the systems and force me to dive against my will, but I couldn't imagine anyone going that far just to make me see all this. Were there any other ways to explain a phenomenon where you experience the same few hours multiple times? Maybe there was something on the internet. First, there was the good old time machine. Speaking of which, yesterday. I think I said Jules Verne. I was wrong. I also thought Orson Welles. I was still wrong. It was H.G. Wells. Whoops. My bad. Was it by Graper? Was it way more advanced than I thought? No way. Also, if I went back in time using a time machine, would there be two of me? Besides time machines, there were also parallel worlds. Well, I did relive the experience and took different actions, which led to a different outcome. Did that mean there were multiple worlds that I somehow moved between? But why did that happen? How did I do it? Yeah, this is just as absurd as the time machine idea. Then, there was time leaping. It made sense to assume my consciousness was the only thing that had gone back in time, given the state my body and Graper were in. That being said, what does it say about time leaping in this game? Because, as far as I'm concerned, that's only a Steins Gate thing. A Japanese constructed term used to describe the act of moving through time as only your consciousness transferring your mind into your past or future's self's body. The term for movement through time along with your body is time travel. Would it really be safe to assume that, though? There is a fundamental problem with all of these theories. Why wasn't my consciousness rewound? Or my memories? Was it because I was the one who used the load screen? Was that why I was the only one who went back, along with time itself? But I'd heard consciousness was something people couldn't figure out. They had no clue where it came from, always asking, where is the self? But now, you had an app that let you redo things in the past while keeping your consciousness and memories intact. And I just happened to be the one who used it. Trying to figure it out just confused me more. It didn't seem like I'd get answers anytime soon. No matter how much I thought about it, I never got any further than guesswork.
For now, I'll just call this saving and loading.
Only one thing was clear to me. That my BMI had been hacked by someone. And this person had given me access to some weird app with access to the supernatural. Or at least something like that.
Trying to mess with me, huh?
I tried checking the BMI connection logs. I hadn't done much of a deep dive, but I couldn't see any signs that someone had messed with it. Excuse me. I guess that's what happens when you don't itch an itchy nose? Question mark. My BMI had some tight security, and I'd installed some protection patches that were solid by my calculations. Did the hacker really bypass all that and break in? They'd need insane skill to pull that off. You need to be like wizard tier. Was I dealing with one of the greatest hackers of my generation? Had I ever done anything to get someone like that on my ass? A chill went down my spine as frustration began to well up within me. Some hacker had done all this to me, and I couldn't even trace them back.
Damn it! Pisses me off.
Probably a little kid with the bow tie. Or no non, or whatever. I'm very wary. When was this function added to my BMI? I looked back on all that had happened in the past few hours. The events of the day had been wild, but
nothing really stands out.
I had to get back to figuring this thing out. Could I save my own data in the empty areas?
Did I just save, like, now?
Alright, well, I think that's perfect, dude. I am done with the game. If he did it, I believe it was done. And if I just have to skip through all the text, I'm happy doing that. So, have a great day, stream. I love you. Bye-bye. And if that works, that'll be funny. If not, whatever. I'll figure it out. Bye.